Hi, I'm Chris Cocalis with Pivot Cycles, and we're here today talking about the new Mach 4. The new Mach 4 we started developing several years ago to replace our aluminum 26-inch wheel Mach 4. The new version is obviously carbon and in 27.5-inch wheels. When we started this project, we took a lot of the things that we developed from our less 27.5-inch frame, in that it has a more relaxed geometry, slacker angles. And what we were finding as we were testing the bikes is that you could really go a little bit longer on the top tubes. You could go a little slacker on the head angles. With a 120 fork, a medium frame has got a 68.2 degree head angle on the Mach 4. And even with these slacker head angles with the 27.5-inch wheels, you still get an incredibly sharp, precise handling bike, but one that also can tackle a much wider range of aggressive terrain, as well as really high performance XC riding as well. So the end result is, with the Mach 4, is we've got a frame that's the lightest full suspension frame that we've ever produced in a medium frame. It's a 5.1 pound frame with rear shock, and that results in complete builds coming in as light as 22 pounds. So the one over here with the XX1, standard XX1 build, is a 22 pound bike. And then it goes all the way up from where we're doing an SLX XT bike at about $4,500 to a full Di2 2x bike at about $9,000. So we've got a wide range of price in between there to really fill anybody's needs or budget and how they want to set up their bike. One of the coolest things about the bike as we were working on this and developing the geometry and the feel of the suspension, the original Mach 4 and our Mach 429 as well has always been 100mm travel bikes. And as we were riding this bike and pushing it to its limits, you really realized with the 27.5 wheels that the bike could use a little bit more. And so we started testing longer travel on the bikes, and we wanted to still get that balance of the pedaling performance that the Mach 4 is known for. We didn't want to lose any of that. And it seemed that around 120mm, it really ain't much over 115, is when you started to feel the bike pedal a little bit differently, have a little bit more trail bike feel to it. But at 115mm travel, you got that excellent XC pedaling performance, no different than the 100mm travel bike. And at the same time, you also got a feel out of the suspension in technical terrain that was more like a 120, 125mm travel bike. So we arrived at 115mm after quite a bit of testing and deciding that that is really the balance where you get the great crossover between cross country and trail bike. So it's really a passion of mine, because we've got bikes like our Mach 6 that attack and tackle very aggressive terrain and world enduro type stuff, and they pedal great, but you would not want to use that bike in an endurance race, in a 24-hour race. With the Mach 4, you can do those type of racing World Cup cross country, but also I can ride this bike everywhere up to where the Mach 6 starts to take off. So it really fills in the line, and for a lot of riders, this is going to be the ultimate bike for them. The fun factor is really high. It'll tackle anything from super aggressive trails in Moab, and again to pure cross-country race, smooth Midwest type stuff. It's just a great all-around package, and then having a 5-pound frame weight doesn't hurt it either. So that's a little bit about the new Mach 4. I'm Chris Cocalis with Pivot Cycles, and thank you for taking a look.